Playing the Radical Latino Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands in the air for New York's very own.
Radical Latino is taking you to another level.
Beats by Ned.
Yo! What up, my people? Welcome back to another episode of the Radical Latino Show. It's your host, the Radical Latino, aka number 25 on all Latin podcasts, aka Mr. Unsuable for the 16th week running. What is going on? I hope everybody's doing great. I hope everybody is feeling fine. I hope everybody is looking good, feeling good, and seeing everything, all bright and all that. I hope you guys ain't really going through the COVID thing right now. It's so heavy. I know some other cities are actually back in lockdown heavily. New York City isn't. But we're definitely gonna talk a little bit more about that throughout the show. A couple of updates I wanted to basically say, or just comment on. I've been doing I did 2 live streams this week coming up, right? I did 2 live streams, and so far so good. I definitely enjoyed it. It was basically a live stream that everybody, participated in, which is Latino-owned political movements and can a racist change. Even though, as these things always go, it always shifts. So I did that, and then a secret live stream, a secret one, with me and Big J. Shout out to Big J. I did a secret one, and that one got taken down within 30 minutes, and then we had to do another live or whatever, and then I ended up chopping it up and actually putting it out. Listen, if you guys missed the live, I got the whole live in its entirety. Even the part where it got, shut down and all this other stuff, I got the whole thing. So you guys should definitely go see it. It's very informative. Now I wanna just say something real quick. First of all, when I interview people, it's I don't necessarily 100% agree with them. You know what I mean? I don't agree with them 100%, nor do I see their situation or whatever the case is as something I'm promoting or whatever the case is. I always have either an agenda behind an interview, because I want to show another side of certain things, right? Now, I'm getting a little heat because Big J is part of the traveling community, the overseas traveling community, and he's one of these people, what they call SYSBM or whatever, Save Yourself Black Man, all this other stuff. And I believe that I did a great job trying to debunk that, but the whole point was for that interview is to point out the hypocrisies on certain things, point out the hypocrisies of Kim and this dude named Blanca, because Kim goes at these traveling men who, are doing their thing or whatever the case is. And Blanca is doing the same thing. These traveling men are honest. Blanca is honest about why he does what he does. But for some reason, Kim doesn't attack Blanca, but attacks black men. So that was my main thing. You know what I mean? It's to point out the racism. That's what my main thing is. Not one time am I promoting anything about, fuckery against women or prostitution or none of that other shit. I'm not promoting none of that. What I am promoting is the hypocrisy that some of these people who are against that and talk against that are showing. You know what I'm saying? So that was my main thing. you know. And on top of that, for what I see, Big J, he is not on that a type of time, you know. He's from the UK, and he doesn't like UK women. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, you know, people in America, like people like me, women in here in America, are not gonna get affected because this dude goes out to wherever and does whatever. We're not gonna get affected, all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to be seeing that or hearing that. Just don't tune in. Simple as that. But again, my main thing is to curb the narrative. That was my main thing. You know what I'm saying? That's basically it. Now, other updates that I want to talk about. First of all, I am gonna do a little more lives. I think I should be doing. I don't know if I should do a schedule like every Saturday or every Sunday, do a live, bring people in or whatever the case is. I am in talks with someone that I do want to bring in and have a live interview, but I don't know. We'll see how that whole thing goes. You know what I'm saying? But also, what I'm thinking is having like a little mini history series of hate groups. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for example, I'm planning of doing my first one on the Proud Boys, the history of the Proud Boys, how it started, how they evolved, and how it, you know, developed, and how then it came downhill. You know what I'm saying? So I want to do a deep dive on things like that. So you know, look out for that. Now, let me read last week's comments. You know what I'm saying? Let me read last week's comments. So last week's episode was exploring the cult-like mentality. It did come out a little late. I do apologize for that. But, you know, I had a lot of things to take care of, so my fault. That was episode 120, and it was exploring the cult-like mentality. If you want your comments read under this episode on YouTube, write your comments and I'll read them next week. So Franklin Front said the part that resonated with me is where you said black and brown people ride harder for pyramid schemes. It's true that we're ultra religious and it's easily extendable, and that's how white supremacy knew how to exploit us, because they studied us for a long time before they finally struck, which is 100% true. For some reason, I always like Neutral Life and shit like that. For some reason, I always see Latin and black people really resonating heavy on these schemes, and it's like a religious type of thing. You know what I mean? And listen, the promise of getting money quick and progressing quick is constantly pumped into, so they see a way out. The same thing with religion. It's like it's a promise of something. It's a way out. You know what I mean? And it's very strange. It's very strange. And the majority of the people who get caught up in that are black and Latin people. I really wonder why. I chalk it up to religion. I chalk it up to the religious type mentality. I don't know why, but that's what I chalk it up to. You know what I'm saying? That's what I chalk it up to. So Blood Moon said, you said it, people are just too sensitive even when you are being positive and they're trying to promote unity. I think maybe that should teach you to stay out of business in other cultures. The ones who follow these people are in need of guidance in their lives and fall for their gaslighting. 100% true. Marquis says rappers are just stupid. Okay. Okay, cool. Trump Law says, I don't believe the agent theory about Grandmaster Jay simply because there are tons of white boys online who are obsessed with the NFAC because they are so afraid of seeing on the other side of black people. Same with the government. They don't want black pride, strength, progress to grow. This is an absolute fact to anyone who knows history. 100% true. I'm in the fence with Grandmaster Jay. I'm in the fence. I'm not saying he's an agent or not. I'm in the fence. Because one side of me is saying that's a powerful brother right there that's doing his thing, who united all these black folks militarily and visually showed off and basically had a force of let's not fuck around. You're not fucking with us, right? But in the other side, there's a lot of things that I have to question also. A lot of things, a lot of lies that I saw that he was a part of that I was like, you know, but in the other way, I also see there's restrictions and stuff that was implemented on him after he came out. But also the other side, I see that part of his federal charges or whatever the case is, some of that shit is sealed. And there's multiple reasons why it's sealed, but an informant is one reason. So again, I am indifferent. You know, I am indifferent. I'm not gonna say yay or nay. All I'm gonna do is fall back, fence sit, and watch. I'm not gonna give my my opinion on it anymore. Again, I'm just gonna sit back and watch and see, because I haven't done that much research until I made my statements, and then that's when people started informing me on the things that Grandmaster Jay has done throughout his history, you know, throughout his life. Anyway, so hopefully that's informative. Now to the first topic of discussion. The new Black Batman. Oh my God. Holy shit. Why is this happening? No. Why Black Batman? No. All right. So, so I found this out a couple of days ago. DC has introduced Tim Fox in the continuity. Lucius Fox has two sons, and one of the sons actually took the mantle for Batman because Batman, the white Batman, Bruce Wayne, is considered dead or whatever the case is. And people, the races are out. Let's keep it real. The race is out in full effect. That's all I kept on reading. Oh, how come they had to make this motherfucker black? Oh, they're pandering. Why Black Batman? Or all this other bullshit. And I'm like, God damn, is it really that serious? This is a made-up character. Chill the fuck out. Chill out. They're not saying Bruce Wayne is black. They're saying that there's a new person picking up the mantle. And he so happens to be black. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? He just happens to be black. So what? You know what I mean? It's not that serious. Again, he's a made-up character. Who cares? Who cares? But I do see. I was reading other comments who weren't racist. They were actually bringing up some good points. They were saying I don't like the pandering. Hopefully, they actually do this justice. I don't want it to be pandering. I want it to be an organic shift. Why is he taking up the mantle? How come he's taking? You know what I'm saying? So that is that is one thing that I do see. I'm like, okay, that's you know, understandable. I understand where they're coming from with that, because that's something how I feel. All right, don't make him black just to make him black. Why is this person taking up the mantle? Don't make it fucking corny. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it could have been a fucking Asian Batman. I wouldn't give a fuck, but don't make it like, you know, this Asian dude just so happened to find a fucking Batmobile with the keys in it, and then just say, oh, Ting Chong Ling, and then he just puts on a fucking Batman uniform with the Batman logo looking like a fortune cookie. That'll be pandering, and that shit will be mad racist as fuck, right? But still, I'll be like, wait, what the fuck? That makes no sense. I want to know why. And I want it to be organic. You know, for example, Miles Morales. Miles Morales originally, I don't know if y'all remember, originally, they made him a Dominican black kid who was gay. That was originally how they made Miles Morales. I don't know what happened, but they ended up changing his origin story. Now, he's a black Puerto Rican kid who is not gay. He's just a black Puerto Rican kid who is, you know, who is Spider-Man. And that worked because they shifted and they did it organically. You know what I'm saying? They did that whole thing organically. They not only passed the torch, but they made two torches for these two Spider-Men to wield. You know what I'm saying? That right there, that's something I like. They made that shit organically. This, I don't know how organic they're gonna make it. I don't want it to feel forced. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing that I kept on reading, how come you just don't make other superheroes? Which I agree with. I 100% agree with that. Make new black superheroes. There's literally artists out here that I follow in certain these artists websites and stuff like that. Every day, there's artists out here making black superheroes, Caribbean superheroes, African superheroes. There's this one dude I follow that made the whole Caribbean Justice League. The dude is nice. I follow him on Instagram and all that. Dude is nice. Made a bunch of Caribbean superheroes, the Caribbean Justice League and all that. The dude is nice. Hire him. Make some superheroes up. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it feels like these people are just taking existing superheroes, making them black, and it feels like cosplay. I'm gonna keep it real. It doesn't feel organic. It feels like cosplay. It feels like, yo, they just made it just to make people feel included. Because after this black superhero is there, let's say it does get some traction. Let's just say it gets some traction. They're gonna be like, nah, fuck it. It's gonna get canceled and shit. I'm gonna tell you some black superheroes that actually worked. Static Shock. That shit worked. I don't know if y'all remember back in Kids WB. Static Shock, that shit worked. You know what I'm saying? I actually liked the show. I was like, yo, this shit is kind of tough. Static Shock. That worked. It was a black superhero, you know, electricity and all that. Came from high school and stuff. Navigating throughout the world. You know what I'm saying? That worked. 100% that worked. You know what I'm saying? That's an example right there of making a new black superhero that can work. Why aren't they doing it? I don't know. I would say Black Lightning, but I don't know too much about it. I don't know if it's new or if it's old or whatever the case is. But anyway, I don't know. My thing is, don't make it feel like cosplay. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it feel like cosplay. But I did see a lot of people checking some of these races online when this news came out. And I was like, well, you know, good for y'all. You know, shout out to y'all. You know, I was doing my own little thing too, you know, checking them. But at the end of the day, these it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just fucking weird. Like, don't make it feel like it's a chore. You feel me? Don't make it feel like it's a chore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get in this rant. I'm not gonna get into a rant like, you know, it's like, my Batman is white, and that's exactly how it should be. God damn it! No, I'm not gonna do that. No, get the fuck out of here. Because again, these are made-up characters. All right, these are made-up people that don't fucking exist. Okay, so my whole thing is, make it natural. That's it. Just make it natural. Don't pander to people and make it organic. You know what I'm saying? If it feels too forced, it's probably gonna be cringy as shit. Nobody wants that. You know, nobody wants no cringy ass superhero where we're gonna be like, ooh, you know? Make it organic. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Please tell me what you guys think on the comments below. Now, moving on to our next topic. Joe Biden. Oh my God. So there was a new audio leaked of Joe Biden basically, oh man, he was basically pimp checking the Civil Rights Congress, you know, meeting. Pimps, he was talking down on black folks. It was insane. There was an audio leak that came out that showed Joe Biden basically bugging out on black folks, on these black leaders, Al Sharpton and all of them. Here, I want you guys to take a quick listen.
This is a completely closed call, so just wanted to remind you of that. There's no recording.
I'm the first person, black or white, who called attention to the fact that you were finding that there was the rate of people who were African Americans who are dying was 3 times that of white people. I don't carry around a stamp on my head saying progressive and I'm AOC, but I have more of a record of getting things done in the United States Congress than anybody you know. Let's get something straight. You shouldn't be disappointed. What I've done so far is more than anybody else has done this far. Okay? Number one. Number two, I mean what I say when I say it. There's some things that I'm going to be able to do by executive order. I'm not going to hesitate to do it. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do what used to, Benita, you probably used to get angry with me during the debates when you'd have some of the people you were supporting said, on day one, I'm going to executive order to do this. Not within the constitutional authority. I am not going to violate the Constitution. There is a Constitution. It's our only hope. Our only hope. And the way to deal with it is where I have executive authority, I will use it to undo every single damn thing this guy has done by executive authority. But I'm not going to exercise executive authority where it's questioned, where I can come along and say, I can do away with assault weapons. There's no executive authority to do away with that. And no one's fought harder to get rid of assault weapons than me. Me. But you can't do it by executive order. If you do that, next guy comes along and says, well, guess what? By executive order, I'm going to say everybody can own machine guns again. So we got to be careful. I know you all know this. I know you know it. I don't think we should make that a big issue going into before January 5th when the election takes place down in Georgia. But I also don't think we should get too far ahead of ourselves on dealing with police reform in that, because they've already labeled us as being defund the police. Anything we put forward in terms of the organizational structure to change policing, which I promise you will occur, promise you. Just think to yourself and give me advice whether we should do that before January 5th, because that's how they beat the living hell out of us across the country, saying that we're talking about defunding the police. We're not. We're talking about holding them accountable. I just raised it with you to think about. How much do we push between now and January 5th? We need those 2 seats about police reform.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. My God. He was just basically talking down to them. That's basically what it was. He was talking down to them, saying, this is not what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. First of all, the whole assault weapon thing, that's never going to go away, all right? I'm not for removing assault weapons because, let's keep it real, under the Constitution, we have the Second Amendment. Let's not talk about that or even think about, you know what I'm saying? We have a right to defend ourselves, you know, even though the law gets skewed differently depending on who you are, but it is what it is, right? Now, this is the thing. When he talks about police reform, is holding them accountable. What does he mean by that? I don't know what he means by that. Do y'all know what he means by that? Because I don't know what he means by that. Holding who accountable? And how are you gonna hold them accountable? You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak to somebody about police reform, they always talk about giving money to the same police for sensitive training, which doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? But let's look at what Joe Biden is doing. What the fuck? This is supposed to be the Democrats, right? Lesser of two evils. Yo, not for nothing. This sounded just like Trump. I wasn't gonna be surprised if he would have used the N-word or not. You know what I'm saying? In the debates and all that other stuff, my man looked wild feeble. You feel me? He looked wild feeble. My man looked all over the place, not remembering shit. All that other that just went away when it comes to black folks and talking down to them. God damn. First of all, Al Sharpton is right there looking like a hoe. Just looking, and there was a one shorty, I don't even know who she is. There was one shorty just nodding her head. She's like, yeah, he's right. I was like, he's right. You feel me? I'm like, hey, yo, what is up with y'all? And you got Kamala Harris just looking down throughout the whole time. Yo, she couldn't put him aside and be like, hey, yo, my man, yo, chill out. Speak to this, because I bet you $100 he would not say this to like an all-white meeting. He would not be talking to them like that. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it real. He would not talk to white folks like that. He wouldn't. I'm gonna keep it real. I might be, you know, shooting for 50 from here, but I did feel like Joe Biden doesn't respect black folks. Listen, I might be shooting from 50. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that's how I feel. I feel like Joe Biden doesn't respect black folks. And there's a lot of evidence for me to suggest that he doesn't. You feel what I'm saying? There's a lot of evidence for me to say that he doesn't. But, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how y'all feel about this shit. Tell me how y'all think. Because to me, this shit's crazy. Jim Crow Biden is back. You know what I'm saying? Jim Crow Biden is back. You feel me? So let me know what y'all think. Now, moving on to the last topic, which is the main topic. And I know it's a little short, and I get it. And also it's coming out a little late. You know, there wasn't that many things on the news like that. You know what I'm saying? So, the main topic, recognizing tokens, or I should just say recognizing our tokens, or recognizing tokens in our community or something. But recognizing tokens. What do I mean by that? A token is a person that is put up and, you know, put up on the pedestal by the dominant society in order for them not to seem as racist. And when they prop these people up in the dominant society so they won't seem as racist, these tokenized people end up regurgitating the same talking points as the people in the dominant society, if that makes any sense. Let me give you guys some examples. Candace Owens, right? Candace Owens is a token. She's in there kikiing, ha-haing, all this other BS. And let's keep it real, she's tokenized. And she repeats the same talking points, and she goes even a little further in order to stay within that white establishment. For example, she'll be like, what about black on black crime? George Floyd wasn't that innocent. You know what I'm saying? Dumb shit like that. Dumb, stupid ass shit like that is the things that she was saying she would do. She's a token. She's around the dominant society because she regurgitates their talking points, and it's totally fine. You could be a mascot as long as you regurgitate and believe their talking points, to the point where you even see your own people as demonic. You start talking bad about your own people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what a token is. And there's other classes of tokens that aren't in such, you know, I just talk shit positions. You know what I mean? There are politicians who are tokens. And usually the rules for a tokenized politician is they can be qualified. That's totally fine. As long as you don't do nothing for your own community. As long as you don't do nothing for your own people. As long as you don't do anything, pass any laws or rock the boat to help out your own folks. Now, how can we look at some certain tokens? There's a lot. Sheriff Clark is a token. Sheriff Clark regurgitates those white supremacist talking points, and he's actually kind of like celebrated within those spaces. And Sheriff Clark is in a position of power where he goes and mistreats his own people. He's in a position of power to do so. That's a white supremacist mascot. That's an example. Other politicians that are black and Latin do the same thing. For example, the DA in Brooklyn, forgot that dude's name. I think he's Puerto Rican. When that woman that went viral because she thought a little black kid was touching her ass, and she sexualized that black kid's action based on what she thought. You know what? He didn't care. He was like, no. She can make all the fake police calls all she wants. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? He chose not to prosecute, which is crazy. That's a token. That's a token. He could have at least, at the very minimum, come on, at least give her a ticket. Or aside, because she falsely reported to the cops something that wasn't happening. So you could justify that. You know what I'm saying? So those are tokens. Now, there's other people who are in these power positions, who are black and Latin, who are non-white, and they do not become tokens, and they start rocking the boat, and people start getting pissed off. For example, the new California DA. There's a new California DA that's doing crazy shit. George Gascon. George Gascon. My man is out here rocking the boat. He's a Cuban. Shout out to him. As a fellow Latino, shout out to him. You know what he did? He said, end of cash bails in California. Shout out to him. Conviction integrity. Shout out to him. No death penalties, meaning the whole 3-strike law type of bullshit. Shout out to him. Also, if you're a minor, you won't be convicted as an adult. Shout out to him. These are white supremacist type of laws that this Latino is looking at and saying, yo, you know what? I'm taking away that. You feel what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Also, no felony charges, no longer seeking enhancements, meaning gang affiliation. This law was very detrimental. If you were just wearing red, regardless if you were gang affiliated or not, you will get stopped, questioned, and detained regardless. It doesn't matter. That was the California version of stop and frisk. You know what I'm saying? That's the California version of stop and frisk. When I went to California, mind you, I've been to California a few times. When I went to California, I had my Yankee fitted on. I didn't know that was part of a gang set. I had my Yankee fitted on. I got stopped by the cops. And they questioned me. I'm like, yo, I'm from New York. I'm just visiting. Why you got the Yankee fitted on? Everybody in New York got the Yankee fitted on. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Until people broke it down and was like, yo, you know that's a gang affiliate. Oh, shit, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. There's different rules, but that's California's version of stop and frisk. Use of force review board. Basically, he's going to go back. He's actually going back and looking at the obsessive force that these policemen are doing. Shout out to him. This is somebody that's not a token. This is somebody that's rocking the boat. This is somebody that looks at the system and says, I'm gonna do something about it. AOC is another one. AOC is another one. She talks about white supremacists in the Congress every day. She's not a token. Yet, she tried to pass certain things that were, too socialist, which I kind of agree with, but still, it was something in a good step. You know what I'm saying? Also, she actually passed, I think, part of a law for climate change, which I'm for. Climate change is an issue. Climate change is an issue. We can look at it and say, no, it's not. Listen, climate change is an issue regardless. It doesn't really matter. Climate change is an issue, and we are definitely 100% contributing to that type of, issue. Climate change is an issue, and we gotta be real. We gotta be real about it. Let's keep it real. We do. Climate change is such an issue that multiple companies go out their way in order to not produce more, emissions and pollutions into the atmosphere. For example, Apple, they announced their new products and stuff. Guess what? They stopped shipping. They stopped shipping those chargers. The charging ports that you plug into the wall. A lot of people say that's stupid, but if you actually think about it, manufacturing goes down just on that one part. A lot of people end up losing them and just throwing them away. Let's keep it real. You know how many charging ports I got? Because I'm a big Apple geek, by the way. But you know how many charging ports I got? I got plenty. I have plenty of those charging ports. Dude, I'm telling y'all. I am telling y'all. Climate change is a real thing, and AOC is doing that. Maxine Waters, another one. She did powerful things. She did powerful things. You know what I'm saying? She wrote a bill that led to California's divestment from South Africa during the era of their racist apartheid system. She wrote that bill. You know what I'm saying? She wrote that bill. Shout out to her. Maxine Waters, another one that's not a token. She's been out here for years, been documented that she's been riding for the black community, for the Latin community. Let's keep it real. Shout out to Maxine Waters. You feel me? These are the ones that are not tokens who rock the boat, make headlines, and people in those offices, people who work right beside them, look at them sideways. How come you guys ain't helping to further lock up the Negro? How come you guys are seeing things differently? We don't need, you know what I'm saying? That's why the United States, they put certain people in power. These are puppet leaders in these certain countries just to destabilize it and the people are in poor. The people are poor and poverty and stuff, and that's why those people flee those type of countries to come to the United States. It's a double-edged sword. It happens. We have to see it through a bigger picture. You feel me? Look at Venezuela. Venezuela is rampant with corruption. You think that just happened out of nowhere? No, it's destabilized because of the United States government. Let's keep it real. There's a book called The Economic Hitman. It breaks everything down. It breaks everything down. Throughout history, we definitely see that the United States government had their hands on plenty of third world country development and economic, downfall. We've seen this throughout history. None of this stuff happens by happenstance. You know what I'm saying? If the United States government could put little token leaders in there and demolish that country and reuse their resources for their own benefit, what makes y'all think that they're not doing it here? You know what I'm saying? They're not doing it here. The people that they don't have to control is the people that get in line automatically quick. You know what I'm saying? People who get in line automatically quick. And mind you, they got to be in the same page. Look at Trump. He wasn't in the same page. He was still doing their bidding. Let's keep it real. He was still doing their bidding, but he wasn't able to be controlled. So what they ended up doing, they ended up persuading him into do certain things. You know what I'm saying? They ended up persuading him to do certain things, but not unable to be controlled. You feel me? That's why he was there for such a long time. They could have got him out of there. Let's keep it real. That whole impeachment thing, yeah, he was impeached, but he wasn't removed. All that shit was just was a show. But these are the people who are tokenized to represent us. These are the people who are tokenized, and they point the finger. See, we're not racist. Look, we have a fellow Negro there. No, get the fuck up out of here. I don't care about that. What are they gonna do for us? That's the real question. What are these people going to do for us? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, very easy way to point out somebody that's a token. All right, let's see their track record. What have they done? What have they done? That new California DA, that Cuban dude, shout out to him. First day, he's already rocking the boat. He's like, fuck out of here. We're going to do all this other shit. Some of the stuff I disagree with, there has to be some things in place, but still, shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, because these are the people that become the representative in our community. And we think, oh, okay, they think like us, they see the same world as us, and then they turn around and stab us in the back. And then we get surprised, like, holy shit. Why am I surprised that I voted for Barack Obama, but yet I didn't get nothing out of it? This is 100% true. We have to be real about this. We have to be real about it. Listen, I voted for Obama, right? I voted for Obama. But when he said that Trayvon Martin could have been his son, and he switched up after the backlash, after those racists, you know what I'm saying, gave him the backlash? Nah. Yo, you hold your square. Are you serious? Nah, homie. You hold your square. Hold your square and be like, yeah, that's what I said, and guess what? I'm gonna start punishing. No, what he ended up doing was signing in Blue Lives Law. Like, come on. Are you serious? A gay nightclub got shot up. A week later, he's signing laws to protect gay folks. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just criticizing his actions. Because black folks were getting their brains blown out. And nothing happened. That's a token. And I will always criticize Obama for that. Always. Why? Because I voted for him. So I got a right to talk. After that, I didn't vote for him the second time. I didn't vote for nobody. I sat this one out. You feel me? I sat this one out. The only time I voted again was this coming election. I didn't even vote for the president. I voted for everybody else but the president. I left that shit blank. You know what I'm saying? Lesser of the two evils, I'm not choosing shit. You know what I'm saying? These are the tokens that we have to figure out and see. You know what I'm saying? These are the tokens that we have to figure out and see. When you got Kamala Harris talking about, I'm not gonna just sit here and do anything just for black folks. No! Oh, okay, she's already compromised. We good. She's already compromised. Nah. We don't need folks out here looking at us as, okay, you're invited to our little party because I'm gonna benefit from your vote to get a cushy little job, but I'm not gonna do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop from the political talk, ask real questions, specific questions, and if we don't like the answers, then don't vote. You know what I'm saying? Don't vote. And we should not be voting for just a Latin or black person. No. We should be voting for somebody that's actually gonna do shit. If there's a fucking white person, blonde hair, blue eye, white as shit, my man camouflages in the snow, you don't know where he at. You know what I'm saying? And he comes out of nowhere and says, yeah, well, guess what? We're going to give black folks reparations. We're going to start punishing these cops. We're actually going to stop this little red line bullshit. And we're going to fix up these communities. It's going to take this long to do it. And this is my plan to do it. And we're going to allocate certain monies that's going to the military that we're not really using that much, and we're gonna allocate that to education and social services and all this other stuff. You think I won't vote for this dude? You think I won't vote? All right, Brad Smith, no problem, bro. I got you. I'll vote for you, dude. You know what I'm saying? I will vote for you, of course. But if he's running against a Latin or black person that's not talking that shit, yeah, I'm not voting for them. I'm voting for the person that's actually going to do some change, regardless if he's white or not. You know what I'm saying? Then you can see who's compromised and who's not. You feel me? The people that's actually gonna rock the boat, yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's say Barack Obama flat out, when he was running against McCain, I think that's what it was, right? I think that's what it was, against McCain, right? And McCain said, yo, we're gonna punish these cops that harm black folks, we're gonna give them reparations, and Barack Obama is not saying shit about that. He's dancing around the questions and all that. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, we gotta study it, we gotta see what it is. And he's not giving a clear answer. McCain is giving clear answers. Guess what? I would have voted for McCain, you know what I'm saying? Because you're getting something out of it. That whole party line bullshit, that shit died a long time ago. We need to stop. You feel me? We need to stop, and we need to really look at what the hell is going on. And we really need to look at these individuals and what these individuals are bringing to the table. If you don't have a track record, then get out of my face, because I'm not casting you my ballot. We have to keep it real. That whole party line bullshit, no. What are you doing for me specifically? Other groups have their shit done specifically, and please miss me with the whole Hispanics get their shit done specifically for, and the only thing y'all could point to is immigration. Stop. Immigration is not specific on Latin people. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? And don't point to that little bullshit Trump did with the Goya dude. Don't point at that, because that was some bullshit. Hispanic schools are gonna get more funding. What's a Hispanic school? under the Constitution, you can't discriminate by segregating only certain schools. So what's a Hispanic school? Hispanic communities are gonna get more money. How? What are you talking about? How is that even gonna work? Vague language. Vague language. So miss me with all that. You know what I'm saying? Miss me with all that. But anyway, that's what my episode is about. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree. Tell me what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to hit me up on Instagram and Twitter at the same name, Radical_Latino_. Also, if you want to support your boy, Cash App, $Radical Latino, or go to my website and donate. There's a huge donate tab. Do it right there. If you don't got money because of the pandemic, it's totally understandable and fine. What you guys can do is rate me 5 stars or just watch my stuff on YouTube. Rate me 5 stars on the podcast app. You know what I'm saying? Just do that and everything will be great. Again, next week, I'm just gonna be uploading interviews that I've done throughout the year. What was it? I wish you guys a happy new year. I wish you guys if you guys celebrate Christmas, I don't celebrate Christmas, but if you guys do, all right, cool. Merry Christmas. And before I do all of that, hold on. Like I said, I'm gonna upload interviews that I've done throughout the year. I'm going to I'm gonna be doing live streams throughout in the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Just so if you guys want to get a little bit more of me, you guys go to my YouTube channel and check that out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now's my closing statement. Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. I don't think you should, but whatever. Merry Christmas if you do. Happy New Year, and I'm going to catch y'all later in 2021, and hopefully this whole thing blows over and we get this vaccine that works. We get it what we need to get it from. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys are gonna take it. I'm definitely not, but whatever. It is what it is. With that being said, I'm gonna close out like I always do. I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. With that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.